What's up guys, Steven here from AIRSOFT Tech, and today I'm bringing you guys the overview of my custom KWA KM4 Commando. This has been a really requested video, so I'm finally bringing it to you guys. I do apologize about the delay, however, I'm finally doing it. You guys really wanted to see the gun because I did that whole unboxing series, unboxing and revealing all these new accessories and items that I purchased that I wanted to throw onto this gun. So this is what the gun looks like, you guys. I do apologize if the quality might not be too good. We're completely zoomed out here, but we'll have different segments in the video dedicated to different parts on the gun. So we'll start from the flash hider to the rail system with all the accessories, to the upper and lower receivers, the sight on my rails, and then the stock, finishing with the battery, everything like that. So we'll get a whole overview of my custom KWA Commando. So anyways, guys, why don't we start from the top and we'll get right into this. Alright, so starting from the top of the gun here, we have our custom flash hider. This obviously isn't the standard orange metal birdcage flash hider that comes on the gun. I took that off, put this on. This is about $20, I would say. The reason why I bought this is because it kind of reminds me of a Barrett 50 cal. The flash hider on a Barrett 50 cal, I know it's not like an arrow shaped or anything like that. However, it has those ridges and it's really, really nice. It also has like a outline, like on new iPhones, the camera kind of sticks out a little bit. It kind of resembles that, and I think it's really nice. I don't really think it looks nice on the iPhone. Sorry about that. Sorry, Apple fans out there. However, I think it looks really nice on this, and what's also cool besides the looks is it makes a really crisp, popping kind of sound when you fire the gun. Some of you might say I'm ridiculous or anything like that because Airsoft AEGs, all the noise basically comes from the gearbox, and I agree with you. 90%, I would say at least 90% of the noise comes from the gearbox and the gears working, everything like that. However, this, it honestly shocked me because it really, really does make a popping kind of sound, and it's really, really cool. So I'm actually going to show you guys what I mean. Hopefully the camera does it justice. Hopefully the camera picks up the sound quality, everything like that. I do apologize if it doesn't, but take my word on it, you guys. It makes a way different sound than if I have the X-Tech on this gun. So I'm actually going to show you guys. That's the alternative route, actually. If I don't want to have this flash hider on it, I could also put the X-Tech on it. So let me go take the X-Tech out of the box because it's packaged up. I don't like, leaving stuff around. So I'm going to go take it out of the box. I'm going to put it on the gun. You guys can see which style you like better. And then after I show you guys that, then we're going to go on to the audio test, I guess I can say, of the two suppressors and the flash hider. See which one, and see if you guys can tell the difference between the sound when I fire the gun. Alright, you guys, so I have the X-Tech X3300W on the gun. I took off the other flash hider, and this also looks really nice here. Let me just zoom out really quick so you guys can get, maybe a wider angle so you guys can see what the gun looks like with the tracer unit on it. So anyways, this is really nice. It's really expensive though. It's $125. However, it's not just a tracer unit. I know I've done 2 videos on the tracer unit within this, but it's also a chronograph, and it gets displayed. All your readings get displayed on the display system up here, which you guys can kind of see on the rail system, but we'll get to that once we move down the gun towards the rail system in the next segment. But anyways, for this, it's not just a tracer unit, it's a chronograph, so it does feet per second, does rate of fire, it counts how many BBs you fired, so it counts up your BBs. And also, if you set it for, like, say your mid cap's 120 rounds, you set the display system for 120 rounds, and every time you pull the trigger and a BB goes through the suppressor, it counts down. So say you go full auto for like 5 seconds, you just unload and you go from 120 to like 30, it will read every single BB, so then you only have 30 BBs left in the magazine and you have to swap out your magazine pretty soon. So it's really, really nice. It is really expensive, but it just doesn't also come with that. It also comes with a Mosfet, so you can change your full auto mode to a burst mode, so you can go from full auto anywhere from 2 to 8 bursts. So you can have a 2-round burst, a 3-round burst, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 burst mode. So it's really, really cool. I know some of you saying $125, that's ridiculous. Honestly, I would recommend it to a friend, okay? I approve of this product. It's really, really nice. $125, yes, it's expensive, but you get a chronograph, a tracer unit, a Mosfet. It's amazing, you guys. Honestly, some really good tracer units are close to $100, okay? So anyways, though, that's enough for me bragging about the X-Tech X3300. I don't want to sound like a fanboy or anything, but it's really, really good. But yeah, so anyways, we're going to get on to the audio segment now. We're going to see if we can hear a difference between the X-Tech X3300W and the other tracer unit. I can definitely hear it in person. However, I'm not sure how good the camera's going to pick it up, but why don't we go ahead and test it out? So why don't we load the magazine up with some BBs, put a battery in the gun, and we're going to see if we hear a difference. Alright, you guys, so now on to the rail system here with the accessories that I mounted onto it. First, I bought this from AIRSOFT GUN's website, the rail system that is. It was around $50 to $55. I went ahead and took off the plastic M4 handguard, the standard M4 handguards that come on the gun. So I took that off, put this rail system on, and I added my accessories to it. But on the side of the rail system here, as you guys can see, I have nothing mounted on, and that's why I added on some rubber rail covers. It makes the gun a whole lot more comfortable to hold because, you know, some rails out there, they can be pretty sharp and they're pretty uncomfortable to hold at times, or after a long day your fingers could get, you know, they can get like indented or something like that because you're holding the gun funny or something like that. But yeah, so these rail covers make the gun look a whole lot better in my opinion too. Makes the gun look a bit more complete, the rail system that is, and it's just a lot more comfortable to hold. Yeah, but anyways, so now on to the top of the rail system here. This is the display system of the X-Tech X3300. So I'm actually going to pick the gun up just a bit and I'm going to take it off just like so. It's that simple. As you can see, I have nothing else on it. But yeah, so here we go. Let me just get a close-up for you guys. This is what it looks like. X-Tech, there we go. And this is the display system. This is where your FPS gets red. This is your rate of fire. It counts up your BBs, counts down your BBs. I don't really want to go through all the settings because this isn't a review. Just wanted to show you guys what it is. And this is a quick detach feature where this is how you lock it on. You basically pull it back, set it on the rail system, put it forward, click it into place, and you're good to go. So that's really nice. It is a full plastic build, but the plastic doesn't feel all that cheap here. Let me just turn it on real quick. So if you go to ST, that stands for settings, as you can see, and you can kind of flip through all the settings with this dial right here. Really, really nice. But yeah, and then when you go up, you shut it off. You go up again, and it says UP, which means up. It says up, and this is when it counts up your BBs. So I'm at 556. I have to reset that actually. So I've shot 556 BBs since I've had this, or actually I've shot more. It just hasn't been on the whole time. But yeah, so that's up. Go to down, it says DN, and it counts down. So it's at 0 because I have to set it. You have to set it to a certain amount, and then once you fire, it obviously starts counting down. So that's that feature. It also has like an auto save light or auto power feature, something like that. Auto battery saver feature, something like that. So it kind of shuts off the screen, but if you move it, it turns right back on, just like that. And then when you go to SPD, that stands for speed, and you shoot it, and it displays your FPS. You can also change that to meters per second. That's in the settings over here. Go to ROF, and that's rate of fire, obviously. So you do a burst in there just like a normal chronograph, and it displays your rate of fire. So that's that. Then you go to off, and you're good to go. So here, let me just go ahead, mount this on the gun again. This might be a little bit hard to do since I'm on the side of the gun here. I'm gonna try my best though. That looks okay. It's not where it was before, but it should do. So there's that. That's the X-Tech X3300 display system. So that's really, really nice. Again, $125. Link would be down in the description if you are interested in purchasing that. But now on to the bottom of the rails here. This is the Strike Industries Cobra Tactical foregrip. Alright guys, I am back. I don't know what happened to my camera. It still has a lot of battery life left and it just shut off randomly. It stopped recording, and we are getting down to the bottom of the rail system. So why don't we go ahead and do that. Again guys, I apologize. Don't know why it did that. It's never done that actually, believe it or not. But yeah, so why don't we zoom in there. So that is the Strike Industries Cobra Tactical foregrip, and the reason why I went with this and not another AFG, because I already have an AFG on my LM4, is because not too many people have this, and it's way less money. It's super cheap. It's only $20. The AFG is around $50, $50+. It's ridiculous, you know, with shipping and tax, everything like that. So this is only $20. The material they used for this is very similar to an AFG, and believe it or not, you guys can give me hate mail on this, or you know, you can say you're an idiot, stuff like that. I think I prefer the look of this more than the AFG because this has a lot more different features in which way you can hold it. You can hold it like an AFG, you can put a thumb there, this can be a thumb stop or whatever, you can hold it kind of like a pistol. I can't really do it because the tripod's in the way, but there's so many different ways you can hold this foregrip than you could on the AFG, and that's just my opinion, and I think it looks pretty nice too. It kind of does look like a Cobra. As you guys can see, kind of goes up like that, it flares out like a Cobra head, and then it has the Cobra, you know, snout or head or whatever. I don't know the correct term for snakes or anything like that, so I apologize about that. But yeah, so that is the rail system, you guys. I do apologize about the camera just shutting off randomly. I don't know what happened there, but yeah, so that is the rail system with the accessories mounted on. So why don't we go ahead, move back towards the top receiver now, which is where my UTG red dot sight is mounted. Alright you guys, so now we're here at the middle of the gun. We are taking a look at the upper receiver. This is where my red dot sight, my UTG red dot sight is mounted. It's also not just a red dot sight, it's a green dot as well, so it's red and green, so it's really nice. It's about $50, $55, don't quote me on that. However, I will have a link down in the description to where I purchased it. I believe I purchased it from or not Evike, AIRSOFT GI. I'm pretty sure I purchased it from AIRSOFT GI, but again, I'll have links for everything that I've been talking about on this gun so far, including the gun, in the description to multiple websites on wherever I bought it. So yeah, so anyways, why don't we go ahead, take off this sight, and we can get a nice close-up look on it. Alright, so we have the sight off the gun, you guys. It's really cool because it has a quick detach feature. As you guys can see, if you just lift up just like so, it makes it loose and you can take it off the gun. If you want to put it back on the gun, you put it on the rails wherever you think it looks best, and you flip it to the right and it gets tight. So that's really convenient and really cool. So yeah, so what's also pretty weird, which doesn't happen to the front, but you can actually go ahead and take that off completely. It says UTG again, cool, but you know, it looks kind of weird. But you don't look through that. That's actually the back of it. So you look through the front, obviously, which is this side. You cannot take off that one. Again, it says UTG. You look through it just like so. Actually, why don't I go ahead and open up the back one? That would make sense. And it would have a red dot there and a green dot. However, I don't have any watch batteries in it at the moment. I do apologize about that. I should have thought about that. But so anyways, though, this is the dial for it to be red and green. You just flip it up, and as you guys can see, it would be red. Then you go to G, locks into place, and this would be green. As you can see, the line actually gets thicker and thicker, which means it gets brighter and brighter. So very nice. This is actually how you adjust it. The top one as well. I'm not going to take it off, but you basically just use an Allen key, I believe, or you twist it. Yeah, you have to use an Allen key that they provide, and I haven't actually adjusted it yet because I haven't used it all that much. But that is the sight, you guys. So very nice. It's around $50 again. Remember, I put a link down in the description if you are interested in picking this up. Very nice, full metal. Why don't we go ahead and straighten that just like that, so that looks nicer. So yeah, guys, so that is my sight. So now why don't we go ahead, look at the bottom receiver now, just to take a look at what the gun looks like, even though I didn't really do anything different to it. Alright you guys, so now taking a look at just the receivers in general. As you can see on the upper receiver, I mounted the UTG sight back on it. But anyways, taking a look at the lower receivers now. Here, let me just zoom in real quick. We're just going to take a look. I didn't do anything different to it, but those are just the trademarks. KWA KM4 Commando. This is the K120 mid-cap magazine. Very nice. Then we have the trigger and trigger guard. This is one thing I want to swap out. This is the thing I wanted to change. Not the trigger. The trigger is fine. It's the trigger guard. I wanted to have something maybe a little different. I'm not sure what I want to buy yet. That's why I haven't done it yet. Trigger guards aren't too expensive. They're anywhere from 15 to around maybe 30 at the most. I think they're around $20 though, $20 to $25 for the really expensive high quality ones. But yeah, I'm not sure which one I want to buy yet. I gotta find one that I would think looks good with the whole setup I have going at the moment. But yeah, so that's that. I don't really want to change the trigger at all. Trigger's fine. There we have the motor grip, pistol grip. This is also another thing I want to change out. It's pretty uncomfortable. It comes on basically every M4. However, I really want to swap it out for maybe a Magpul motor grip, or you know, something else out there. I don't know. I haven't really looked into the motor grips yet, but I'm definitely going to swap that out in the future. Anyways though, moving up just a tad bit, we'll zoom in. That is the fire selector switch. Nothing, you know, special there. I'm not going to change that. Safe, semi, full auto. Very simple, you know, standard. So anyways though, guys, that is the, you know, the receivers in general, the upper and lower receivers, you guys. Nothing special here, nothing at all. Again, I told you guys what I wanted to change, the trigger guard and the pistol grip. But anyways though, you guys, we're getting down to the end now. So why don't we go ahead and get on to the next segment, which will be covering the stock. Alright, so onto the stock. Nothing special here. This is the stock that came out of the box. This is what came on the gun. Nothing special here. This is where you actually house your battery. You can either use a brick type style battery or a nunchuck style battery, as I have right here. This is a 9.6 volt Tenergy 1600 milliamp battery. Very nice. Got the small or female Tamiya connectors. Very simple. Just slide them into the crane stock, connect your wires, and you're good to go. But again, as I mentioned just before that, you can also use a LiPo. Again, KWAs, all KWAs I believe are LiPo ready, so you can use a brick type style battery, which is like a rectangular style battery, because there's a little bit of height there, so you have to make sure you get the correct you know, dimensions for the LiPo battery to make sure it fits. But yeah, you can get an 11.1 LiPo, a 7.4 LiPo, whatever you want. However, I wouldn't recommend getting an 8.4. I don't know why you'd want to do that for KWA. But again, this is a 6-position stock, just like all crane stocks are. So let's just try that. So 1, or that's actually 2. The first one is actually all the way in, so that's 2, 3. Let me pick it up. 4, 5, 6. And you can't go anymore. So yeah, that's a 6-position stock, very, very standard, you know, nothing special at all. But yeah, guys, so that is the overview of my custom KWA KM4 Commando. Thank you so much for watching this video. I know this has been a requested video. Eventually I got it out to you guys. It was really fun doing this. I spent a lot of time and money getting it to where it is now. And one thing actually I forgot to mention now that I'm thinking about it. The internals. I haven't done anything to the internals besides one piece, and I'm actually going to be doing a video on it. I've actually already have done the video on doing this. However, I wanted to put this video up first before I put up the how-to video, and that's the inner barrel, the tight bore inner barrel. I did a how-to video on how to install a tight bore inner barrel into a KWA KM4 Commando or an M4 platform in general. But yeah, you guys, that's gonna be coming out soon. I just gave you a sneak peek of one of my upcoming videos. I actually already recorded that and finished editing it, everything. It's all done. It's just on my desktop now, just sitting there for me to upload it. And I actually did it before I actually went to the hospital, believe it or not, which was what, 3 weeks ago now. So it's been sitting on my computer for quite some time now. So anyways, though, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it, and hopefully you guys, maybe you learned something. Maybe you want to take this style and put it onto your M4 or your KWA, whatever you like. Again, you guys, all links for everything will be in the description, all the accessories if you're interested in any of them. But yeah, you guys, so that's gonna be it for this video. Again, I'm probably being really redundant, but thank you so much for watching. But until next time, I'll see you guys later.